Gautam Buddha Nagar district of western Uttar Pradesh. Away from its fast-paced city life, harbors an oasis of peace and tranquility. Dhanauri Wetlands, a mosaic habitat of agricultural fields and wetlands, interwoven with intricacy and interdependence, with respect to its biodiversity, communities, and ecosystem dynamics. It hosts several species of migratory birds in winters and is home to a wide range of native flora and fauna, which also includes the world's tallest flying bird, the Sarus crane. Life here runs on water for agriculture and wildlife alike. As the June sun rises its scorching heat, the land awaits rains. The arrival of rain in the month of July quenches the thirst and recharges the wetland. Water blooms life, not just around it, but also under it. Various forms of aquatic arthropods, such as bugs, beetles, damselfly dragonflies, water mites, flies like mosquitoes and maggots, sea shrimps, and mayflies, bloom in this season, with various forms of acquiring their food and various feeding habits. Upon seeing this huge diversity, one can always wonder if water is all that's needed, or is there more to it? Turns out, every segment of Dhanauri's wetland landscape is painted differently. Some areas are decorated with grassy blossoms around an open, secluded pond, whereas the other ponds are embellished with floating and emergent vegetation. Some of the ponds are painted green with algal bloom, while some patches of lush green grass are filled with water. And ever so loved banks of wetland, where the greens slowly merge into the sparkling blues. All this together gives rise to various microhabitats in the wetland area for life to thrive in each differently. But how different are they? Let's find out. The answer lies in the underwater realm of these arthropods and their microhabitats, which was studied using an aquatic D-net sweeping method across 3 seasons: pre-monsoon, monsoon, and post-monsoon. With each critter being caught, segregated, and counted, and its location and microhabitat being geotagged, the secrets of their hidden kingdom were now being unveiled. A total of 19 families of aquatic arthropods from 9 suborders, representing 7 orders, were studied, out of which the bugs of Dhanauri came out to be the most abundant of them all, followed by the beetles, damselflies and dragonflies, then the water mites, then the flies, and the least abundant of them all were mayflies and the sea shrimps. This varied diversity rose significantly from June to July with the onset of monsoon, and then remained constant throughout monsoon, showing a slight rise in September post-monsoon. The battle of survival was not just about which group ruled the wetland in which season, it was also about where they ruled. Remember the microhabitats? Well, out of them, the grassy water turned out to be the most biodiverse microhabitat. Whereas the pond painted green with algae, the algal pond stood out to be the least biodiverse. However, The biggest battle to win for this medley of life is the battle against anthropogenic pressures. Dhanauri Wetland, being surrounded by agricultural fields, exposes it to harmful pesticides and fertilizers. And rapid urbanization around Yamuna Expressway's prime location has now come knocking on Dhanauri Wetland's door. This study is only a tip of iceberg in understanding the complex web of life that calls Dhanauri its home, which proves the need for international protection of being a Ramsar site even more urgent, which will ensure not only the future of Sarus crane and its fellow avifauna, but will also conserve the hidden realm of these aquatic arthropods that we have just begun to explore.